What is up, everybody out there? Aaron here, another deck profile. Okay, the Sacred Beast. Sacred Beast is fun to do. A little similar to the Egyptian God cards, but they have different effects. So I would say they're a little, almost like the same. Not technically though. So, this deck came in a structure deck. There was a structure deck for the Sacred Beast. It's very fun, and it's very easy to do if you know how to make it. Well, you get the idea of how you want to play this. So the way I'm playing it, I'm using all three of the Sacred Beast. So let's get to it. And yeah, it's very fun. I'll put it to you this way. There's no Mirror Force, there's no Solemns, there's no anything. It's just pure fun. So the main one you're gonna go with is the Gravio. Sacred Beast. So yeah, it is a Sacred Beast, but is their special kind. The Shimmering Scrapper. This is what it does. It's a 4,000 attacker. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by attributing 3 monsters. You can only use these effects once per turn. The effects are for this Shimmering Scrapper. One of them is a quick play. You can discard this card and target one Gravio, Lord of the Phantomus, which is one of the Sacred Beasts you control for the rest of this turn. Its attack becomes double its offense. Double it, you control for the rest of this turn. Its attack becomes doubled its current attack. Also, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls. Attack them all. And the attack is doubled. Or, the second effect is, of your choosing is, if this card is in your graveyard, you contribute 1 monster. Add this right back to your hand. You're choosing. So, when this is summoned out, when you have it on the field, you have those 2 options. You want to have it a double attack and attack all monsters, or if it's in your graveyard, you want this right back, you can have it right back. So this is their special kind of monster. It is a Sacred Beast, but it's the Shining Scrapper. Now we'll go with the regular Sacred Beast. Hammon is, yes, a 4,000 attacker. Now, with these Sacred Beasts, you have to do triple tribute, just like the Egyptian God cards. You have to triple it. But here's how Hammon works. Must be special summoned from your hand by sending 3. So yeah, tribute 3, but face up continuous spell cards you control to the graveyard. If this card attacks, destroys an opponent's monster by battle, and sends it to the graveyard, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. While this card is in face-up defense position, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters for attacks except this one. So, it's going to be in defense mode. They have to attack Hammon first. And it's a 4,000 defenser as well. But if it attacks and destroys a monster, your opponent's monster, you destroyed one with Hammon, they'll take 1,000 points of damage. But yes, 3 tributes, but they must be continuous spell cards. So yeah, again, yeah, just like the Egyptian gods. Tribute 3. No, but Sacred Beasts are a bit different. Alright. The Flame Sacred Beast. This is what it does. Okay, it's similar to Slifer. The Slifer is, yeah, triple the tribute. 3 times the tribute. Tribute 3. Now, a Slifer, we all know, for how many cards you have in your hand, is the attack. Now, here's the difference. Cannot be normal summon. Must be special summon from your hand by sending 3 face-up trap cards you control. This card gains 1,000 attack for each continuous trap card in your graveyard. So yeah, Slifer for how many cards you have in your hand, times 1,000. Urai times 1,000 for as many continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. So you can tell the difference. Slifer by as many cards you have in your hand. Urai times 1,000 for all continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. So yeah, same thing. Depending on how many you have in your hand, depending on how many continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. Now, once per turn, you can target one spell trap card your opponent controls, destroy that card. Neither player can activate spell trap cards in response to the effect's activation. So yeah, similar. And yeah, 0 attack, 0 attack. That's the way Slifer is, 0-0. But it depends on how many cards you have in your hand. Urai depends on how many continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. So yeah, similar. Like I just said, compared to how many cards you have in your hand, compared to how many continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. That's the way it works. And yeah, to summon it out, yeah, tribute 3, but tribute 3 face-up trap cards. So you get the idea how they're similar but not technically. And then yes, the Lord of Phantoms. This is the actual Sacred Beast. This is just your extra Sacred Beast you're gonna want to have. Now, to play Rabbit, you must tribute 3 Fiend type monsters. Okay, so this one's gonna be by monsters you're gonna have to tribute. You have to tribute 3 Fiends. Each time your opponent normal summons a monster, special summon 1 Phantom Toes, Phantasm token. Now, times 1,000 defense, and they are going to be a fiend, so you're going to get yourself at a fiend. But it cannot declare an attack. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster. This card gains attack equal to the tributed monster's original attack until the end phase. Another 4,000. So yeah, almost like Obelisk. Yeah, 4,000, 4,000. So similar, yes. Except you have to tribute 3 fiends. Obelisk is just 3 monsters. So you sort of get the idea. And yes, it's similar. Tribute monsters, tribute monsters. This one, you must tribute 3 fiends. Obelisk is any 3 monsters. But similar, yeah, 4,000, 4,000. So you get the idea. The Sacred Beasts are similar to the Egyptian god cards. So yeah, tribute 3, so they're all combined to, yes, you must tribute 3. 3 continuous spell cards. Face up. Continuous trap cards. 3 face up. For how many you have in your graveyard of continuous trap cards, Slifer, compared to how many cards you have in your hands. 4,000, 4,000, that's the same as Obelisk, except Obelisk is any 3 monsters. Raviel has to be 3 fiend monsters. So you have your 3 monsters, 3 Sacred Beasts, and then you just have another special kind of describer. Now that's your Sacred Beast. Now we're gonna go with why it's pretty easy to bring them out, even though they have to be done that way. This is what I mean. Okay. The Chaos Core. Okay. Oh, my mistake. It's not the Chaos Core. Where are you? Where'd I put you? Oh, my mistake. I'm using 2. My mistake. I thought I was using 3. No, Chaos Core, you're only using 2. So my mistake right there, but yeah, okay, Chaos Core. Chaos Core, I'll read. When either player activates a card or effect that targets this card, or whenever your opponent's monster targets it for an attack quick effect, you can send up to one Uri, Hamon, or Raviel from your hand or deck to the graveyard. And if you do, place one counter on this card. Then, as soon as you place the counter, you take no battle damage. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this card will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can remove a counter already. So pretty much send. But here's the reason why I'm going to tell you why sometimes you want to send them into the graveyard. I'm going to show you in a bit. So of course, yeah, you're going to want these in your hand. But here's the reason why you're going to want them in the graveyard. And I'll show you in a bit. Then we're going to go with the... One, two, and three. The Dark Beckoning Beast. Dark Beckoning Beast, yeah, a fiend. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about fiend monsters, so yeah, can be done for Ravion. But here's the thing: Dark Beckoning Beast. When this card is normal summon, you can add one Uri, Hamon, or Raviel, or one card that specifically lists any of those cards on its text. Bring your deck to your hand, except Dark Beckoning Beast. You can only use this effect once per turn. Then, as well as you do this, you can normal summon. So just summon, get your search, tribute, because it's an extra tribute you can do. So pretty much search already for your Sacred Beast, or you can search for your, since this is a Sacred Beast, the Scrapper. Here's a trick why you're going to want to do this. It's because when you use the Dark Summoning Beast, Dark Summoning Beast is, you can tribute summon this card to special summon one Uri, Hamon, Dark Lord, or Raviel, ignoring its summoning conditions. Also, monsters you control cannot declare an attack for the rest of this turn. You can only use this once per turn. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add one of the Sacred Beasts from your deck added to your hand. Now here's what I mean. Remember, if you have this in your hand, you can go summon, search, tribute, summon, and then what it says, tribute again. From your hand or deck. So it's pretty much a little combo. Search, tribute, summon, tribute it, because you can summon one already to your hands without its summoning condition. So you can just do it instantly, but you cannot attack if you do this. Simple as that. That's why it's not so hard, even though if it says tribute 3, no, there are ways you can just summon it out instantly without its summoning conditions. As well as for the Chaos Summoning Beast. Well, this is what Chaos Summoning Beast does. I will read. Another fiend, but it's a 1-star. But here's what it does. You can tribute summon this card to special summon one Uri, Hamon, or Ravio from your hand without summoning condition. You can banish this card from your graveyard to add one Fallen Paradise from your deck to your hand. Now I'll show you in a bit what Fallen Paradise does. Oh my goodness, come on. Just do this. Summon, tribute, special, since that's what it does. Quickly, simple as that, quickly. Without its summoning condition. So even if you wanted to bring out, alright, as long as you have some good, as long as you have a good, like let's say 3 continuous trap cards in your graveyard, okay, alright, become a 3000 attacker, as long as you have some good. So just, yeah, you have your little ones to help you bring these out, even if you ignoring and summoning conditions. So even if they say, yeah, you have to tribute 3, okay, fine, you have to tribute 3. But without its summoning conditions, you don't have to pay attention to that effect. You don't have to do that effect of you must tribute 3. You can just do it instantly with these monsters. So it's not that hard to think like, okay, yeah, you need the 3 face up. No. These help you as well without summoning condition. So, okay. Fallen Paradise is the field spell for this deck. So, field spell. So, Fallen Paradise. Your opponent cannot target Urai, Haman, or Ravio. Or, of course, right here. In your monster zones with card effects. Also, those monsters cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control them. If you control Urai, Haman, or Ravio, or even, of course, yeah, you can draw 2 cards. You can only use this effect once per turn. Pretty fun, huh? Okay. Cannot be destroyed. When it comes to your turn, draw 2 cards. Once per turn. So even if you have 2 out, okay, it just says only draw 2. Draw 2. Draw 2. And yeah, cannot be destroyed by card effects. Your opponent cannot destroy them by card effects. Alright, I'm just gonna Dark Hole them. They stay alive because they cannot be destroyed by card effects. And when it comes to your turn, draw 2. Draw 2 cards. Opening of the Spirit Gates. Face up continuous spell card. When this card is activated, you can add 1 Urai, Haman, Ravio, or the... Of course, yeah. Or 1 monster that's specifically list of those, of that text. So even if you wanted to go already for your... These if you want to, because it's by the text. So you can go by this, activate, search. And if you already have a combo already, summon, tribute, special, ignoring its summoning condition. Or just, yeah, you can search already for a Fallen Paradise because it's by the text. This is for Haman, but it's pretty fun to use if you have Haman out. So I will read. To special summon Haman using... Okay, here's how fun Haman gets with this. Okay, fine. Haman has to be face up spell trap cards, right? No, when you have strike, you're face down spell cards. You can use face down spell cards as well. But most likely, you're not going to have face-up spell cards. So it would be by the 3 face-up spells, or the simple way of just ignoring the summoning condition. But, okay. Once per turn, while you control an attack position, Haman, you can negate any spell or trap card by your opponent by changing Haman to defense position. If a face-up Urai, Haman, or Raviel you control leaves the field, you take no battle damage. Pretty fun, huh? Okay. Attack, you did damage, activate, deactivate something. Okay, put it to defense mode. But here's the thing, remember, when Haman's in defense mode, they must attack Haman first. Here we go. Dimensional Fusion Destruction. This is their way to special summon out their fusion. Now, here's what Dimensional Fusion Destruction does. Banish this from your hand, field, or graveyard. The fusion material monsters that are listed on a Phantasm monster fusion, which you can only summon a Phantasm, which they only have one, which I'll show you in a bit. Ignoring the summoning condition, you take no battle damage from attacks involving the monster special summoning by this card effect. If you control a Urai, Haman, or Raviel, your opponent cannot activate their effects in response to this activation. So this is why I'm going to tell you why you're going to want to get these in your graveyard. Because it's to do the fusion, which I'll show you. So yeah, when it comes to core, try to get at least 3 of them. Try to get all 3 in your graveyard. Because then you're going to play Dimensional Fusion Destruction. And it's text also, so if you want to search for that already, go for it. And then you're running Fallen Paradise, so use Terraforming because you can try to do it as fast as you can. Alright, Hyper Blaze. Base up continuous trap card. Oh, my mistake. Here we go. 3. Here's what Hyper Blaze does. To special summon Urai by using its own procedure, you can also use face down trap cards. Now you are using a bit of trap cards, so you can do it out of Urai. So yeah, it can be done by the other way, face down, as long as you have Hyper Blaze out. Face up. Once per battle, when an attack is declared involving Urai, you can send when an attack is declared involving Urai, you can send 1 trap from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Its attack and defense become the number of face-up traps on the field, and gains times 1,000 in your graveyard. Okay, so here's the thing. Urai is depending on, yes, the continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. If you have Hyper Blaze out, this combines it to as many face-up trap cards you have on the field. So you have a plus. The actual of how many you have in your graveyard, continuous trap cards, when Hyper Blaze out, count also for how many face-up trap cards that are on the field. So yeah, just the regular Urai for how many continuous trap cards you have in your graveyard. Hyper Blaze count as many also with how many face-up trap cards are on the field. As well as Hyper Blaze counts as 1 already. You can send 1 trap card from your hand or deck to the graveyard. The attack becomes to the number of all face-up traps on the field times 1,000. Okay, so yeah, you must throw away a trap card to do the effect of having it more attack for how many are on the field for the rest of the turn. Once per turn, you can discard one card, add to your hand, or special summon one Uri, Hamon, or Raviel from your graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. Again, ignore the summoning conditions. Face up. Throw away. Get one in your graveyard. Put it back. It's so fun and easy to do. Don't think of it so hard, because it's not. I like to play this Awakening of the Sacred Beast. Here's what Awakening of the Sacred Beast does. This card gains these effects based on the number of Uri, Hamon, or Raviel with different names you control. You control one. Each time your opponent, normal or special summon monsters, gain life points equal to the attack of that monster. Okay. Alright. Gain the life points. You control two. Negate the activated effects of monsters your opponent controls. Now, if you control all three, remember, of different names, any monsters your opponent's graveyards are now banished instead. Once per turn. If you control a level 10 monster, you can add one continuous trap card from your graveyard. Pretty fun, right? What I like to do, Safe Zone. Safe Zone is, you can equip this to a monster when they're about to be destroyed. So let's say, yeah, your monster will be destroyed, you can Safe Zone it to keep it alive. So have it face down. Raigeki, Safe Zone your monster so it stays. But it cannot attack. When Safe Zone is destroyed, that monster is destroyed. Now here's what you can do also sometimes. You can do it on your opponent. So when they're about to do an attack, no. Safe Zone their monster. Yeah, activate this card by targeting one face-up attacking monster on the field. That face-up monster cannot be targeted or destroyed by your opponent's card's effects, or will be destroyed by battle. Cannot attack your opponent directly. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster, and that monster leaves the field, destroyed. Okay, so yeah, you can save your monster. And then lastly, Metaverse. Like Terraforming, except Metaverse is the trap card. Add one field spell from your deck and either activate it or add it to your hand. So you can activate it straight like that instantly. And then for the fusions, there's only three. The Chaos Pantheism. 0/0 attack, right? Oh no, not 0/0. To summon this out, you need Uri, Hamon, and Raviel. You need the three. Now, there's only one way to summon it out, is by Dimensional Fusion Destruction. Now here's what you do. First, be normal summon from your extra deck. By banishing above the three. You must banish them. Cannot be destroyed by battle. It gains 10,000 attack. 10,000. Yeah, banish from your hand, field, and the graveyard. The fusion summon. So yeah, in your graveyard, because again, yeah, by core, send them to the graveyard. Activate. Remove, remove, remove. Special. You have a 10,000 attack. So just, yeah. Banish from your hand, field, or graveyard. That's what you need. So yeah, to play it, you must banish the 3. So yeah, when it comes to core, you have to send away. Try to send away 3 already, just 3. I know you have more copies, but at least try to get the 3 in the graveyard already. So when it comes to you do have it, there you go. Send away the 3, remove them. Give your chaos. Pantheism. Here's the thing also. Fallen Paradise. Army Seal. The Chaos Pantheism. The effect also of cannot be destroyed by battle. What is this called? Anti-Meal. The Chaos Pantheism. That counts also for Fallen Paradise. Ever thought of doing that? This is just another way. Instead of polymerization, just do this. Because you have to banish it. So don't consider it as a broken deck. It's just fun when you can do these effects. Just because they're high attacking monsters and you're going to bring out a 10,000 attacker does not mean it's broken. It's not broken. It's just fun and it's, yeah, easy to bring them out, but it's fun bringing them out. It's not like broken summoning them out. It's just fun. You have one already? So just, yeah. Activate. Summon. Tribute. Special. Your turn. Since you have Haman out, Fallen Paradise, draw you 2 cards. So it's like you already have 1 card already. Let's just say, yeah, it was Skyfire. Draw 2 more cards. You drew Awakening. You drew Safe Zone. You haven't even done your normal yet. Okay. Grab you. So yeah, you're drawing 3 cards. Your original draw, and then Fallen Paradise, you're drawing 2 more cards. Then yeah, you have Haman. You can go into Skyfire. So now you have the effect of, yeah, okay. Negate. Do your search. Tribute. You have it in your hand. Tribute. Summon it out. By as many as you have. And then when you're lucky, you have Hyper Blaze. Your turn. Throw it away. Special summon. Or sometimes, yeah, this is just another way. Get rid of these. Try to throw them into the graveyard. And then yeah, it's from the hand, field, or graveyard. So even if okay, it wasn't in the graveyard, but best thing to try to do is try to get them into the graveyard. And then yeah, fusion. So you're gonna have to banish the 3. Dimension, diffusion, destruction. Also, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls. He's just your extra beat sticker. So, that was the Sacred Beast deck. So yeah, no Solemn, no Raigeki, no Ash Blossom, no Pot of Duplication, no Effect Failures, no Solemns. So you saw right there, there's none of those kinds of cards. So that was the Sacred Beast deck. Using now, so you need your 1, 2, 3, and then he's just an extra one you have now. So, hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. Show you more deck profiles later. Hamon, Graviel, Urai, Diffusion, the Shining Scrapper. Speak to y'all later. Peace.